I'm ready.
This is the U.S. Attorney's Office, Southern District of New York, in reference to the World Trade Center bombing case. Could you state your name, please?
Special Agent John Antisev, Federal Bureau of Investigation, New York office.
We're all on the same side, Mr. Antisev. We're here to prepare you for what you might face on the witness stand.
Right.
And you were part of a joint task force on counterterrorism for the New York region.
Yep.
Did you have any idea before the fact that this bombing had been planned?
No, nothing like this had ever happened in America.
So as a member of the joint task force, you had no leads at all to these guys?
Well, not enough to take to the bank, Counselor.
It's our understanding that the FBI, prior to the bombing, had confiscated terrorist training films from the very same people accused.
Well, there's then and now. Then there were amateur videotapes, propaganda. Now, I agree, they look pretty scary.
ومن وراهم الامريكان الضالين الجهاد الفردوس بالجهاد الفردوس بالجهاد.
So these videotapes were a how-to guide on the construction of a bomb. What was you thinking about these people?
As far as we knew, they were devout followers of a blind sheikh, whose mosque was a shabby storefront.
Were you aware of the influence the sheikh had on these people?
We knew they revered him. Yeah.
Enough to kill people for him?
There was no evidence they were doing anything illegal. They were Muslims. Didn't mean they were terrorists.
The land of Satan. We must conquer it to purify it. Allah has imposed the holy war on us. It must be one of the pinnacles of our lives. We owe God obedience, and no obedience is owed to him who disobeys God. The laws of God have been usurped by crusaders' laws. The hand of a thief is not cut off. The drinker of liquor is not whipped. The adulterer is not stoned. Islamic holy law should be followed to the letter. The society where the rules
Are you ready?
of the unbeliever.
The Zionist speaks Monday night.
So soon.
We must prepare.
Are you sure it is the right thing?
Don't ask me.
We spread Islam by calling the infidels to Allah. And if they stand in our way, Allah the Great said, against them make ready your strength, including steeds of war, to strike terror into the hearts of your enemies. It must be one of the pinnacles of our lives. We owe God obedience, and no obedience is owed to him who disobeys God.
Police!
License and registration.
Here you go.
Where are you gentlemen going?
See a friend.
Do you mind if I look in the trunk?
If you wish.
Stop. See a friend about what?
The dealer's license.
You a car dealer too? Stay by the car.
What is he doing?
This was Egypt, and he was a policeman. He would shoot us.
This is Afghanistan, and he was a Russian. I would have shot him by now.
But this is America. We will do nothing. And we will do as we please.
Is one of you gentlemen El Said Nose Hair?
Sayed Nasser. That is me.
Can I see some identification? These are yours?
Yes, from some used cars I'm selling.
You keep those safeties on now.
Always.
Assault rifles? High-powered handguns? What were the police thinking?
The gun dealer's license was current. They weren't breaking any laws. They have rights. The police didn't even inform us of this until long after the fact. I don't have any jurisdiction over the state cops, do you? We didn't even know who they were until after the rabbi was shot.
Rabbi Kahane.
Yeah. You could say that woke us up.
Off duty!
And don't sit here. Move!
Move!
Where to?
This just in to the 1010 Wings newsroom. Rabbi Meir Kahane, leader of a fanatical Jewish sect based in Crown Heights and a central figure in radical right-wing politics, was shot and fatally wounded tonight in Midtown Manhattan. Kahane had just delivered a speech when his assailant emerged from the crowd and fired at him. Members of Kahane's audience just concluded a call for American Jews to emigrate to Israel when the
right-wing rabbi was shot at close range in front of his followers at this hotel in Midtown Manhattan last night. He died shortly after being taken to Bellevue.
What we have, and all we know, is we have a lone gunman who committed a homicide in the city of New York. El Saeed Nasser. There was no indication at all of any conspiracy.
Rabbi Kahani was pronounced dead at approximately 9:45 p.m. El Said Nasser, who was wounded by a uniformed postal policeman while attempting to flee the scene, was arraigned at his hospital bedside and charged with murder. A police spokesman said Nasser walked up to the podium where Kahani was speaking and fired point
Just
blank.
found Nasser's car in a no-standing zone.
Where?
A mile from the hotel where we popped Kahani.
The lone gunman parks a mile away. How was he planning to get back to his car? He sure wasn't planning on taking that cab.
You think maybe he wasn't so lone?
Oh, it's too soon to tell. Looks like the NYPD wants to keep the public calm and ignorant.
Hey, I'm a member of the NYPD and stuff. I don't care whether you're ignorant or not.
Well, you're part of an FBI task force, Napoli.
An NYPD FBI task force.
Yeah.
So, is this the haul?
Yeah, they found 47 boxes of crap. Nasser's apartment. Tapes, videos, newspapers, pamphlets, books. Looks like a diary. How's your Arabic?
Now, you feds are rich. Don't you have translators?
Yeah, they could spend about a half hour on this before they went back to reading Saddam Hussein's mail. Washington's a little more concerned about Iraq being in Kuwait than this one's up.
They get anything?
We will demoralize the enemies of Allah by destroying and blowing up the pillars of their civilization. The translator says this is Islamic poetry.
Doesn't rhyme.
Well, maybe this does. Sermons by Sheikh Omar Abdel Rahman. Muslims must perform jihad.
Yeah. Well, this one says Jews are scum. The USA is the land of Satan.
Where do we start? Gotta find Satan. Get him a bodyguard.
At least this guy's headed to life in Attica. Shot the rabbi in front of 100 witnesses. Take a fucking magician to get him off.
Courtroom spectators were stunned by the verdict of not guilty on the charge of murdering Rabbi Kahani. Defense attorney William Kunstler apparently succeeded with his hints that Kahani was actually killed by enemies in his own organization. Nasser supporters were jubilant, even though he was convicted on weapons and assault charges.
Where did that leave you? Didn't you have some questions?
Yes, we suspected there were others involved.
Was there any evidence of a conspiracy?
Well, after Nasser was acquitted, the case wasn't a priority with the Bureau. Thank you. Napoli and I were still hunting for leads, but we didn't have much to go on. Nobody in our office spoke Arabic.
Your informant did.
Do you have an appointment?
No, I have information. The FBI will want to have it.
And what's the nature of this information?
I must speak to someone in authority. Is the director of the office here?
I'll see who's available. Will you have a seat, Mr.
Salim. Ahmed Salim. They know me here.
Over there, please.
Told me to wait, too.
They will see. They will see.
The messenger can't wait much longer. He has to get back to the ship.
What ship?
You know. He has the plans to kidnap the president. And replace him with a clone from the Crab Nebula.
Miss, how long will it take?
I'll call you.
Mr. Salem?
I told the other girl I must speak to someone in authority.
I'm Special Agent Nancy Floyd of the Intelligence Division.
Excellent. Let's go.
This is Special Agent John Antiseb of the Counterterrorism Task Force.
How do you do? Stuff, you want me to tell it again?
If you don't mind.
It's these guys I know.
What guys?
Friends of Nasser, the one who shot the rabbi. They all follow Sheikh Omar Abdel Rahman. They're planning. They are talking all the time about ways to hurt America.
Why do they want to hurt America?
It supports Israel. It supports Mubarak in Egypt. The Sheikh hates Mubarak. He had to sneak out of Egypt. They had him under arrest.
And these people trust you?
Yeah, they think I am one of them. I was in the Egyptian army. I fought the Jews in Sinai.
So why do you want to work with the FBI?
They dishonor my religion. Islam is for peace. The word Islam, it means peace. And the precious Sheikh Omar, he encouraged the ones who killed my president, Sadat. I was in his bodyguard. When he was murdered, I took 3 bullets. 1 in the head and 2 in the belly.
And these people don't know your background?
I was underground, undercover with army intelligence. I traveled everywhere. I met King Hussein. I met Saddam Hussein. No one ever knew me.
So you were a bodyguard or you were a spy?
I was both. And an intelligence analyst, like you. Huh? Yeah. You know Colonel Gaddafi?
The FBI doesn't get to Libya much.
Well, I can explain to you him. He has scars on his temples. You can see in the pictures. Well, when a child is bad and mean and crazy, they say it's because he has black blood. So, they cut the temples to let the black blood flow out.
That's fascinating, Mr. Salem. But I think we're more interested in those friends of Mr. Noseris you're talking about.
So here I am. I'm your man.
Did they help him shoot the rabbi?
I don't know. They haven't told me.
Are they talking about shooting anybody else?
They are talking about all kinds of things. They're talking about shooting, bombing.
Bombing?
Yeah. All I'm looking for is a small weekly retainer.
I recommend we use them.
Me too. Sheikh Omar is going to an Islamic Action Conference in Detroit. Salem's offered to drive him there.
I see from your report he's also offered to explain how black blood makes people crazy and mean.
The guy's a little screwy.
Just a cultural anecdote.
The guy is full of shit.
You and I both know Nosair didn't act alone.
Crazy Arabs killing crazy Jews.
I believe that is still against the law, sir.
He asked you for money, didn't he?
They all do.
We checked him out. He never got anywhere near Sadat. And the only Israelis he's ever fought with are falafel sellers on McDougal Street.
Was he in intelligence?
Yes, and we think he still is. Egyptian intelligence would like nothing more than to get this Sheikh Omar in hot water. He's a major league rabble-rouser over there. And the Egyptians wouldn't mind manipulating the FBI to do it.
So which is it, sir?
Which is what?
Well, he wants to work with us because he's hustling us for a buck, or because he's manipulating us for Egyptian intelligence. And they're kind of mutually exclusive, aren't they?
Limited bases only. Use him. Just make sure he doesn't use you.
Seven to 22 years in jail. It's an outrage. The jury said Nosair is not guilty of murder.
But the judge gives him 22 years for the little charges. I'm not surprised. This is America. Israel and Egypt are the tail of the snake. America is its head. It will always persecute us. You were in the army in Egypt, serving the Khafir government, the infidel Mubarak.
And Sadat before him, I am sorry to say.
You should make it up with God.
I will. How can I?
Turn your rifle's barrel to the chest of President Mubarak and kill him!
He asks everyone he meets to kill Mubarak.
Where the rules of the unbeliever take over God's rules is not just...
It's a good thing I went. I think there were a lot of terrorists there. And they got a very good price for the rental of the van.
What's this?
What? Oh, the Sheikh bought batteries for his Walkman.
The Sheikh bought. We're not paying the Sheikh's bills, I'm at. We're paying yours.
Nancy, look at this, huh? Everybody at the conference in Detroit.
But who are they?
Took a grave risk. Security was very suspicious.
So you don't have their names?
I'm still working. And I am still waiting to hear about my salary.
Oh, I think I can get you about $500 a week.
You think? They asked me to murder President Mubarak.
How do I know that?
Nancy. I need more gas money, huh?
I want you to kill the judge.
Kill him?
Or kidnap him and trade him for me.
I want to get out of here. Maybe we should wait until your appeal has been decided, cousin. This might prejudice the other judges.
He was not merciful with me.
Well, we'll see what can be done.
Good. He does not have security all the time. You could kill him this weekend.
I did my part. The rabbi, huh? You are sitting outside doing nothing. Do something! Build some bombs for the judge and the Jewish assemblyman. There are stores that sell the parts in Chinatown, on Canal Street.
Openly? America, everything is legal, huh?
So, I will do it then.
Good. Also, ask my lawyer about the post office policeman who shot me.
You want us to kill him too?
No. Him, I'm suing. You cook fish 4 minutes per centimeter. Measure the thickness. The women always cook too long.
My Egyptian wife, she knew how to cook. My American wife, she didn't know how to use spice.
How many wives do you have, Ahmed?
Well, at the moment, none. But there is always the possibility, no? Nina!
يلا يلا امشي امشي
Now, I have something we can use for those bombs Nasser told us to build. Nail gun cartridges. I can get thousands through my work. They are contractor supplies.
Yeah, for shooting nails.
There is powder in there. Use your imagination.
Nail gun cartridges.
Yeah. He says he can get 10,000.
Oh, he'll need them. You can't do much with those.
Good. Nasser is telling us to kill the judge.
Anybody going to try?
Well, they're counting on me.
Remember, we don't want you killing anybody.
I don't want anybody killing anybody.
Hey, so, you have my money?
$500.
Well, I could buy you a drink.
I'm on duty.
American women.
What a country, eh, Jen?
What an informant. What are we getting here?
Conspiracy to commit murder.
Our guy's the murderer, and he's not gonna do it.
Still a crime to try.
It's amateur hour. At least we got a good recipe for fish.
Judge is still alive.
We are making progress. I bought this in Chinatown. Phosphoric fuse.
What? You going to blow up your soda? Or do something for jihad?
I still need detonators. I still need a safe place to work, and I need people to help me. One hand cannot clap, my friend.
I told him, when the right time comes, he will meet the underground people. But first, we must have a fatwa from Sheikh Omar.
Does the Sheikh know what we are doing?
The Sheikh knows what he needs to know. What we need to know is that we are in accordance with the law of Allah.
We knew Nasser was dangerous, but he was locked up. Our informant was bringing us nothing. And the others didn't seem to have the material or the knowledge to use them. What they did have was religious fervor. And that is a very, very powerful thing.
They are waiting for a religious opinion from the Sheikh. Then they want me to make 12 pipe bombs for the judge, the Jewish assemblyman, people all over New York City. Because America is the puppet master of all the enemies of God. They say.
This is your proof.
Nasser told him where to get it.
The Yellow Pages could have told him where to get it.
Look, I am telling you everything they say.
And what are you telling your friends in Egyptian intelligence? Everything we say?
They called me. I told Nancy. I told them what Nancy said it was okay to tell.
Right. Mr. Salim, for this operation to continue, for the FBI to believe anything you tell us, you're going to have to wear a wire.
I know how that works. If I make tapes, I have to testify where I made them, how I made them. These people are dangerous to me, to my family.
No tapes, no more money. That's the policy here.
One condition. You listen to the tape so that you can believe what I'm telling you. Then you give it back to me so I can destroy it.
Give you back the tape. Why don't I give you all our files while I'm at it? How about my tie? You like my tie?
Sir, I really don't think...
If Mr. Salim won't wear a wire and let us keep our own fucking tapes, then he can be polygraphed.
Lie detector?
Or he can kiss his $500 a week goodbye and peddle his stories elsewhere.
Mr. Williams?
We are not going to run the FBI on Mr. Salim's uncorroborated word.
Napoli and I are going to try to corroborate. We got some lists of people who are in touch with Nosair.
Fine. Then what do we need this guy for?
Do you mind? That is exactly the wrong way to handle him. This is a terrorist task force, and he's the only source of information we've got.
That's what intelligence agents always say. You get conned by your own
I
goddamn
don't
informers.
think we're being conned.
Put that son of a bitch on a lie detector or fire him.
So, you have the result?
Well, you passed up here.
Up here?
Williams wanted to be extra sure, so we sent the graphs back down to Washington, and they changed the evaluation to inconclusive.
So I'm not lying.
Yeah, but as far as the FBI is concerned, you're not telling the truth either.
So, I must wear a wire, and I must then testify.
There's nothing I can do. You know how it is, Ayman.
I have children here. I have family still in Egypt. It's too dangerous.
We can protect you.
Forever? I'm out, Nancy. You must watch those people. You must follow them, tape them.
That's what we need you for. Think about it. Well, if you're gonna bow out now, you're gonna need to come up with a pretty good story.
Yeah, that's all. I'm good at that. Huh? Ask Mr. Williams. I wish you peace.
This was your only source?
I wanted to use him.
Then why'd you let him walk?
It wasn't my call. It wasn't any one person's call. He didn't pass his polygraph. You can go all the way back to Washington on this.
Nosair called. He asked about your progress. There is a plumber who can get us the pipes for the pipe bombs.
Not me, brother. I must stay away from this, and you must stay away from me.
Why?
FBI. An agent talked to me today. They were watching me. I saw their car.
Did they follow you?
No. I took 3 subways. But you will have to carry on without me.
I knew it. I knew they were watching.
I wish I could be with you.
Goodbye, brother. I will tell Nosair.
I hope the struggle does not suffer.
Do not worry, my friend. Inshallah, there are others coming. Salam alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
You will see how depraved this country is. When I lived here before, I used to deliver pizzas.
We will walk separately now.
The girls met me at the doors in their underwear, practically. You will not believe it, brother.
Do not call me brother. You do not know me. Get in that line. Do your part.
Thank you. Down there. Next. Passport?
You don't believe me? Look it up in the computer.
You are Swedish, Mr. Khan?
My mother was Swedish.
Khan, I think you better talk to an inspector.
You're from Iraq, Mr. Yusuf?
Yes, I am.
Where's your visa?
I don't have a visa. I request political asylum.
You always travel with 4 passports, Mr. Khan. Or should I say, Mr. Muhammad? That seems to be your name in England. In Iraq, Mr. Ajaj. In Pakistan.
My name is Ajaj. I live in Houston. I am only trying to go home.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes, I do.
What is your true full name?
Ramzi Ahmed Yusuf.
Are you traveling alone?
Yes.
What is the purpose of your entry into the United States?
To escape political and religious persecution.
Which one of these is your real name?
My name is Ramzi Yusuf. I needed these to escape the authorities.
Mr. Ajaj, or whoever you are, you are carrying fraudulent passports. You have attempted an illegal entry into the United States. I'm placing you under arrest. You are entitled to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided to represent you.
Have you ever been involved in subversive activity against any government?
No.
What is your occupation?
Electrical engineer.
You have attempted illegal entry into the United States. You may leave the United States voluntarily, or if you wish to stay, appear before an immigration judge. Which do you choose to do?
Appear before a judge.
Wait here. Sir,
What do you got?
asylum application from an Iraqi. I think we should detain him until his court date. He's carrying multiple ID cards and several names.
Who isn't? Cousins just arrested some yo-yo with 4 passports and number 1.
Sir, I really think we should hold on to this guy.
Our cells are full. You want to take him home with you?
No thanks.
You understand your rights as I've explained them?
Yes.
Wonderful. You'll be transported to your cell in a few minutes. Sit down. Is this your airplane reading? Jesus. That looks like a diagram for a bomb.
Mr. Yusuf, your asylum hearing will be conducted on December 8th.
In 3 months' time?
Yes, do you promise to appear?
Yes, of course.
Well, in that case, you're released until then on your own recognizance.
I'm free to go?
You're free to go.
Your informant didn't know about Yusuf?
At that point, we had no informant. If you want to hear about Yusuf, you better get the INS, the CIA, and the State Department down here. No one told us when Yusuf came into the country. We had one thing to go on. The Kahani killing. And Nosir's phone records.
That's 2 things.
I don't know, no, sir.
He says he don't know no sir. Makes me wonder why Nosir called him 3 times a week before he shot Kahani.
Looks like you're gonna have to keep wondering.
Now, this might have been easy if your boss hadn't canned our only inside source, left us nothing but antique phone records. Maybe, but you didn't know Slim. How many more names on that list? 37. And based on what we've seen so far, that's 37 phone calls to total strangers.
Welcome, brother. We have been waiting for you. Your presence is an honor.
It's fairly private.
Your presence is a blessing.
As private as you can get in Jersey City.
And it is close to the mosque.
$550 a month?
You had to pay 1 month in advance and 1 month security.
It's a reasonable investment.
1 hour of battle is worth 80 years of prayer.
Are you ready to go into battle, brother?
It is the path to paradise.
Excellent. It'll take a little longer than an hour to strike our blow.
Your unit will be in building number 2. That's right over there. Now, if you need any help moving or packing, we have supplies. We rent
It's
equipment.
all right. We take care of it ourselves.
Okay, you're the boss, Mr. Camel?
Kamal, can I pay you now?
Actually, you sort of have to.
It's Weber. This address. No, sir, called him twice today, Sharkahani. No Weber.
How much longer are we gonna play Avon, lady? No one's breaking down and confessing to being in some conspiracies with no Sarah.
So there isn't one?
I mean, it's just possible, John. Williams was right. Salem was blowing smoke up our asses.
No, there was something there, I'm telling you.
What's this guy?
Hi, we're looking for Mr. Weber.
Weber?
Yeah, he's supposed to be in 6A.
Oh, yes. She is Weber, the wife. She's German. The guy is an Arab, Abu Halima.
Oh, yeah?
Drives a limo. You guys are cops?
Oh, yeah. Can you tell by my haircut?
Good luck. I think he's some kind of terrorist. He got a lot of guys coming and going at all hours. And some of the mail he gets here. Gun catalogs, you name it. I hope you nail the bastard.
Bingo.
Wanna go talk to him?
Nah, I'm tired of talking. Let's get a warrant.
Okay, Mr. Kamal, think we can take care of you? Nitric acid, 105 gallons. Sulfuric acid, 60 gallons.
93% pure, please.
That won't be a problem. Urea, 1,000 pounds.
What is the nitrogen content?
46, 47%. Methanamine. Oh, that we're going to need a different kind of paperwork on.
What paperwork is that?
Methanamine, you know, someone unscrupulous could turn that into RDX and make a hell of an explosion. So we got some extra regulation on that. Could you just give me some background information on your company? Oh, so you want this delivered to a storage facility?
Such bureaucracy.
I know, it's terrible. I got some forms, if you could just...
Never mind now. I'll get the methanamine later.
Mahmoud Abu Halima?
Yes?
Taxi and Limousine Commission. We're investigating some reported irregularities in town car services.
So?
So we need to see your logs.
Now? I have a break. I was going home.
Now. It won't take long.
My dinner.
Hey, what are you doing there? They're not home.
Con Ed gas leak.
Oh, my. I don't smell anything. Should I leave the building?
We'll let you know.
Con Ed?
Clear.
Yeah, all clear. Gun magazines. Guy wasn't lying.
No guns.
The recorded sermons by Sheikh Omar Abdel Rahman.
Boring. Not illegal. Anything in there?
Yeah, a lot of really ugly clothes.
It's a waste of time.
You know, we never did match some of those fingerprints we found in Nosair's car the night he shot the rabbi. Why don't we subpoena these jokers for prints? See if we get any hits.
Floyd's people got the surveillance photos of Salem and his pals at the shooting range.
So, we put on a show.
Jones. Uh-huh.
We're out of here.
You can go. Thank you.
So you searched Abu Halima's apartment and found...
Nothing we could use.
He was helping Youssef make the bomb. Couldn't you have followed this guy? Wouldn't he have led you to Youssef?
We didn't know who Youssef was.
Jesus.
Hindsight's a pretty amazing thing, isn't it, counselor?
You wanted me to take these inside?
That's why we got them, isn't it? Yes, please.
Smokeless powder, as you wished.
Excellent. Very good. Salome, take this inside too.
How's it going?
He's an idiot. Otherwise, well, the chemicals are being delivered to the storage. We're setting up manufacturing here. There's just a few more things I need.
If there's anything else I can get you.
Ready to serve. You are a true warrior. Red hair. Something the Europeans left behind in our country.
So they say. But now, I'm a warrior for Allah. Tell me what you need, I will get it.
We have another brother, very American. It'll be easier for him.
She's beautiful.
Yes, I think so.
But you're gonna marry her without even meeting her?
I met her. I spent 2 weeks with her family in Jordan last year.
But aside from that...
Our family's arranged it. She is a very nice person.
Well, I guess you can't do any worse than I did.
My parents are making the wedding here. Do you know a good place to get the gown?
Chemical engineering, Mr. Ayad's office. I'll see. City Chemical?
I'll take it in my office. Hello. Yes. I need lead nitrate and some ethanamine. 2 pounds. No, don't ship it here. It's for another small business I'm working with. Kamal and Company. I'd like delivery to be made to our storage facility. Excuse me one moment.
Bridal Concepts in Somerset. She'll love it.
Ya Allah. Look. Those pictures, they know about us.
If they knew anything, we would be sitting here in handcuffs. It is just intimidation.
Mr. El Gabrani, please step inside.
The Sheikh is a great man. A religious man.
You've never heard him advocate violence.
He is a man of God. He talks only of the ways of God.
What do you talk about when you go visit your cousin in Attica?
The family. He always likes to hear about the children.
Why do you bring me here? Do you suspect me of anything?
Why, you doing anything?
I don't see these people anymore. You know that. John knows that.
Well, I mean, all your countrymen are out there being fingerprinted, photographed, invited to have a friendly chat. I mean, wouldn't it look funny if we didn't invite you to the party?
Yes, you're right. All right, whatever you do to them, you must also do to me.
The Sheikh is a great man, a religious man.
Who writes the material for you guys? It needs a little snapping up.
Allah is our guide in this and everything.
He wouldn't be guiding you into the area of guns and pipe bombs, would he?
No, he would not. So, where do I go to give my fingerprints?
Well, I see you broke him down real good. You got any better ideas? We subpoenaed all the names we got from Nosair's phone records. They could just be his bowling buddies.
Going great, huh, guys?
Yeah.
More bad news. Washington just turned down our proposal for a wiretap on the Sheikh's phone.
What the hell do they need to get us in there?
Evidence of an ongoing crime.
Wait a minute. I mean, pardon my ignorance, but isn't that what a wiretap is supposed to get?
Exactly. If we had a wiretap, then we'd have the evidence we need to get a wiretap. Of course, then we wouldn't need a wiretap. Plus, the Sheikh is a religious leader, so there's all kinds of agency guidelines about abridging his First Amendment rights, even though he's on a terrorist watch list, one's supposed to be let in the country in the first place.
It's great. Freedom of religion protects a bunch of murdering fanatics. And if these guys feel like blowing us off with a lie and a sermon, there's not a goddamn thing we can do about it. Back home, the police would be shoving barbed wire up their asses. No wonder they all come here.
America. Great place to live if you're a terrorist.
Ibrahim!
Brother Ajaj. Take that into the kitchen. I'm working with an imbecile. Put it in the sink. Start another mix. How goes it in prison?
The beds, they are excellent. They are better than home. And they have color televisions. The others watch music videos all day. With nude girls. I turn away so I don't offend God.
That is excellent, Ahmed.
And I had my court date. Did you have yours yet?
Oh, my. I think it passed and I forgot to go.
I got only a 6-month sentence. That I have nearly served already. Plus a $50 fine.
$50. We can manage that.
And they asked me about the explosives manuals I was carrying. I told them I was using them to compile an encyclopedia. The judge, believe me, she told the prosecutor that he would have to return the manuals to me. And if anything is missing or damaged, he will have to pay.
It's too wonderful.
I will give them to my attorney. You should have everything you need now.
I'll call him.
And guess what? They're giving me a course in computers.
It is so wonderful. I've got to go.
Too much urea?
We've got to go to the storage. We need more nitric acid, too. For urea, we can substitute urine. But not even an ass like you can piss nitric acid.
Sorry.
How cold is it tonight, do you think? 25 degrees Fahrenheit?
I think 15. I miss the weather of home. It snowed one time only in Ayman when I was a boy.
The weather is for our benefit. Did you know that nitroglycerine, if it thaws, can be ignited by the motion of its own molecules?
I have what we need. Can we go?
We're going to make history, Mohammed. Think about that.
I think so.
Let's write the books ourselves this time, so the world knows. In 1118, when the Spanish attacked Algeciras,
It's not my fault. Then I see green and I turn over here and I get cut off. It's not my fault. Can I take
Just lie back, mister. We're gonna take good care of you, okay?
the car.
What about the car?
My things are in the car.
Don't worry about that. The police will take care of your things. Okay? Now you gotta relax.
Where will they take the car?
Don't worry about it. Just breathe, relax, relax. We'll take care of you. The police will take care of your things. Just relax.
Not my car. I can't tell you who owns the car. What you do with my cousin.
This is unbelievable.
I know, You mean to say that the Jersey police had the master bomber, his accomplice, and the chemicals under their noses before the bombing?
It'd be funny if it wasn't true.
You got everything.
We told the police garage man we were taking some personal papers out of the car. No one noticed. And we have been working. The urea nitrate is ready.
Excellent. And I've been working too, right here. Very convenient. I've ordered some powdered metals.
For what? I thought we were finished.
They are fuel. Without them, the urea nitrate. With them. And now, lying here, I have a better idea. What we have made will push the building so far. At the peak of this explosion, at Tower 1's breaking point, if we could make a secondary explosion, the whole thing could collapse into the next tower.
Both towers down.
I need compressed hydrogen. It's on the restricted list. Tell Brother Ayad. And let him work with the fool.
I ordered the hydrogen that Yusef wanted. The tanks will be delivered to the storage facility tomorrow, and we are ready to do it tomorrow night. There. They are so proud of those. This is it. We go in here.
Happy New Year. From a tap on the Sheikh's phone.
I thought it was a lost cause. How'd you get the warrant?
Think someone unjust is a bribe to judge?
The pig Mubarak is killing more believers.
In Egypt. The Sheikh talks a lot about Egypt.
Get the boys work that can be considered jihad.
Only these particular boys are in Pakistan.
There's nothing about New York? New Jersey? United States?
There is nothing about anything anywhere west of Libya.
Maximum clearance 7 feet.
It's a big place.
Yes. But we are big men.
So, do you think we can do this?
We cannot fail. We must find the outer wall of this tower and place the bomb next to it. When it explodes, one tower will knock the other down. Over there. This is the wall of Tower 1 where we must be.
Hey, you can't park there.
And you can
I'll make the delivery and I work here, asshole.
What?
Just go. We've seen what we need.
Should I not tell him we're making delivery too? You saw? This time it is not my fault.
What do you think? You think I wasted 3 months knocking on doors, talking to wise-ass Egyptians?
Salam said they were going to kill people. Yeah. Damn it, John. There is something going on out there, and I know it.
Well, if there is, we'll be the last to find out.
Engine. Windshield. Door. Tire. Back door. Huh? What more could you want? If this one's not big enough, I got a Q van you can rent right there.
That one is how high?
About 8.5.
I take this one.
Talk to Ayad.
2 times.
And he said he's coming today.
He found another supplier, yes.
Hey! You guys want to wait inside?
Sure.
There's coffee if you want it, but I wouldn't drink any if you plan on sleeping in the next 48 hours. So I see you guys here quite a lot. What do you do for a living?
Manufacturing.
Oh, really? What do you make?
I don't know how you say it in English. Oh, that's for us. Thank you.
Hey! What is this stuff?
Compressed hydrogen. And it's COD.
I have money order.
No, you can't bring them in here.
I just did. Where do you want me to put them?
Here.
No, there's no flammable gases allowed.
Here is good.
No, you've got to take them back out of here.
Look, you keep the caps on, you keep them away from open flame, nothing's gonna happen.
No flammable gases allowed.
It is all right.
No, it isn't. Read your contract.
Hey, look, am I unloading here or what? I got a schedule to make. Huh? Well, it's okay. We are not taking them inside. We have a van coming.
When?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's going on?
I caught them bringing in gas cylinders. They got a van coming to take them out again.
Those guys are in and out with all kinds of shit. I wonder what they snuck in here when we didn't catch it.
I'm gonna have a look.
How? We don't have a master key. Do we?
Headquarters does. If I explain this shit to them, they'll mail it to me. I'm gonna find out what the hell's going on in there. First thing next week.
Now we are ready.
No, I'll drive.
Law firm on 62 fires a secretary for smoking pot. They want me to change all the locks this minute. I tell them I'm afraid I have a lunch meeting. How about after lunch?
You call that lunch? Eggplant parmesan, home cooked.
And this is an excellent value.
Are you two gonna fight this battle again? I'm gonna go out and get some air.
We got enough air down here, don't we?
Yeah. Bon appetit. Mwah.
Just because a horse runs better in the mud than she does when it's dry, doesn't mean she runs faster in the mud than a horse that runs better when it's dry.
You have the horses all figured out. How come you're still down here with us?
Because I like you guys.
Steve, you told me you didn't like him. Something I don't understand. These people who go out to the Hamptons, they sit on the LIE for 4 hours. For what? Good fishing off Montauk. I can buy a fish on 8th Avenue.
The king and his court.
The king has eggplant parmesan, and I brought you an extra portion.
What are you gonna call the baby? Heartburn?
No, I love the stuff.
Maybe I should have brought 2 extra portions.
Should have brought 3.
Should have brought Pepto-Bismol.
Anything like this. There are ambulances and
Ambulances, fire engines, and police cars are crowding the narrow streets of Logan.
No. We've been tracing this. And I think we have... I can't tell you that
District Attorney, the U.S. Attorney, Secret Service, DEA, Bomb Squad, Port Authority. That's everyone but the Coast Guard.
Confirmation that at least 2 people have died as a result of the explosion at the World Trade Center, and hundreds more have been injured by what was reportedly a massive blast that shook both towers. The official cause of the blast is not known, but a Serbian group has claimed credit for a bomb meant to protest the U.S. presence in
Police, it was not the Serbs. It was the 5th Liberation Battalion of the Islamic Jihad. It was me.
There are unconfirmed reports that a bomb, not a transformer malfunction as had been earlier reported, caused the explosion that ripped the whole...
So, we know a little bit more than that guy, but not much. There are traces of nitrate in the air, which means that we know that it definitely was a bomb.
What kind of bomb?
A big bomb. It had to come into that garage in some kind of a truck. Now, ATF has people sifting through the rubble. They're looking for bomb fragments, car fragments, any needle in that haystack.
Any claim of credit?
Well, the most believable so far has come from the Serbian Liberation Front. Their fella called in early, and the Serbians aren't exactly thrilled by our policy in Bosnia. But we have also had claims from the Black Liberation Front, the Chinese Liberation Front, the Islamic Jihad, and just about every wacko east of Kansas. And we're going to have to work together and put everyone we can onto this, because whoever did it isn't stupid.
The van I rented from you was stolen.
Really? When was that?
Yesterday. I want a refund on my security deposit.
It was stolen yesterday. Why didn't you call me yesterday?
I didn't know what to do. I told police.
Fine. You bring me the police report, and I'll get started on the paperwork for your refund.
I cannot have a refund now?
No, without a report.
I get it.
Who are you looking for? Anonymous tip. Serbian bomb mastermind flying home. Male, average height, green sport jacket.
Looks like green is the in color in the Balkans.
We are now boarding. All passengers on Balkan Air Flight 2085 to Belgrade at Gate 5. We are now boarding. All passengers
Yeah.
on Balkan
Lou?
Air Flight
Nah, it's another waste of time. I don't even know what I'm looking for.
We found a piece of the van that they sure carried the bomb. It had a VIN number. Computer spit out a vehicle ID.
Stolen, right? Now all we have to do to find the bomber is solve some weak old car theft.
No, it was rented. The guy who rented it claims it was stolen, but I don't believe it, and you're not going to believe it either. His name is Mohammed Salame. Shit. Now face his pal. One of Abu Halima's buddies, a big fan of Sheikh Omar. Salem must have been this close to him. Shit. Here's the camper. Salame is pestering the rental place, trying to get a refund of his deposit. John?
We had those guys.
We'll get them.
Right.
Here is the report on stolen van. I get it from police. The other man told me to bring it for my refund. $400. Is he here?
No, I'm sorry. It's his day off. But he told me you'd be coming. We've been having a lot of problems with stolen cars. And I really want to help you settle your claim, but I thought maybe first you could help us with a little information.
Van was stolen from shopping center, Pathmark Plaza. It says here.
I see. You were shopping?
I rented van to help friend move.
Really? From where to where?
I cannot remember address.
Which address?
Either one, both.
I see. Did you let anybody else drive the van?
Just me. Listen, I filled the gas tank with gas. I think I should get back $15 for that too.
Because the van was stolen with your gas in it.
Exactly.
How much did it cost you to fill the tank?
What is Atkinson doing in there? Drawing him out. This is unbelievable. No. This is unbelievable.
Excuse me, miss.
Who are you?
Police, you're gonna have to move out of here right now.
Newsday reported one of the bombers was expected here today.
Newsday reported.
Oh, didn't you see him?
No, the last thing we need here is the media. You're gonna have to leave. This is police action. Please,
Gotta
hurry.
back this thing up.
Thank you.
You put down $400, and then you had 3 days use of the van before it was stolen. So that comes to $271.68. And I guess that means, technically speaking, we only owe you $132.38.
It isn't fair.
Okay, I think we'd be willing to go as high as $200 to settle your claim and keep you happy.
No, this is not a justice.
Okay, what about $250? $250 keep you happy? Get you out of here?
I have idea. We split it equally.
Half of $400? You'll take $200?
That's good. Yes. Plus 15 for gas.
Okay. All right. Good. Wonderful. That's terrific. We'll do that. Yeah. Just sign right there.
I sign.
Okay. And the 15. There you go.
15. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Very much.
Thank
you.
you.
Very good. Goodbye.
You have a good day.
Yes.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
Freeze! Freeze! Down on your knees. Hands behind your head. Ticket to Amsterdam for tomorrow. Address book. Mohammed Salame, you're under arrest.
For what?
Can I help you?
FBI, don't move.
Wait, what are you doing? Why am I placed here? Why am I solitary? I demand to know! Hey! If the devil leaders of this state think placing me here will end the war, they're mistaken! This is only the beginning!
Brother Abu Halima, what is so important? Not here. Let's walk. What has happened?
They have arrested Salame. They have taken the yacht.
How can I help?
I have a ticket. I am flying to Saudi Arabia. Then I will go to my family in Egypt. But I'm not sure.
It won't be safe. Go to my country, the Sudan. I will give you letters to some people. They will take care of you there. Thank you. No. Thank you.
We appreciate the district attorney's cooperation, but this is going to be a federal case.
Yeah. You've done such a wonderful job of it so far.
We've made some arrests.
You should have made the same goddamn arrest after that rabbi was shot. Have you seen this lately? The stuff taken from Noser's apartment?
This is when he was the lone gunman. That's what your people said, right?
Because you didn't give him a clue. Your translator said this was Islamic poetry.
We had 47 boxes of material. We didn't have the people to excavate it all.
Islamic poetry. We will demoralize the enemies of Allah by destroying and blowing up the pillars of their civilization and the tall buildings of which they are so proud.
Even if we saw that, it's not against the law to write it. And what were we supposed to do? Stake out every tall building in the country?
No, but you might have done something to protect the tallest. What does your own explosives man think about this formula for a urea nitrate bomb found in Noser's possession?
Oh, there was? We're going to have to get that to you.
Wonderful communication.
Maybe we should be looking ahead here, people, and not to the past.
I'm afraid we're looking ahead to more explosions. 6 innocent people have died, and you've arrested a couple of foot soldiers in this thing, not the brains. What are you doing about the Sheikh?
So far, there isn't enough evidence to charge him with anything but immigration fraud. Apparently, he entered the country while he was on a terrorist watch list.
And how did that happen?
Officially, it was an error by a clerk in our embassy in Khartoum.
What do you think?
CIA let him in as a favor. They were on the same side in Afghanistan.
Officially or unofficially, do you have any idea what he's up to now?
We're working on it.
Well, if you do happen to hear anything, would you please let us know before the next building blows up? Excuse me.
Williams, didn't we used to have an informant in with those people?
Sir, yes, but we were never sure where his loyalty lay.
Well, figure it the fuck out and get him the fuck back in there.
John! No lie detectors now, I suppose, huh? If you had only believed me, this never would have happened.
I know. But don't repeat that.
I told you so. I told you the World Trade Center is one of their targets. Go back to your notes. I said the World Trade Center, Empire State Building, Grand Central Station.
I did go back to my notes, Ahmad. I didn't see that.
You know, it takes a bomb for you to listen. You're not listening yet.
We are listening now.
All right, it's not just you, John. Huh? I was the one who didn't want to wear a wire. I didn't want to testify. 50,000 people could have gotten killed because I'm a coward. I feel like a shit.
6 people did die. 1,000 were injured. If the Sheikh's involved, we want him. The people arrested won't testify against him.
Well, never. They love him.
We need to hear him conspiring.
This time I will wear a wire.
Good.
Because, you know, this is not going to stop. It's not the last bomb. That the rest of my life and my children's life will be in jeopardy.
If you have to testify, we'll put you in witness protection.
No. Money, John. I haven't had a job in a year. MasterCard is calling. I have to tell them Ahmed Salem is not at home. My divorce lawyer, he wants $1,500.
Money's up to the U.S. attorney. But a big case like this, you're talking 6 figures easy. Maybe, 200,000.
$1 million, John.
Million.
I'm not selling potatoes here.
So the man who wasn't worth $500 was now worth $1 million?
We were after the Sheikh, and it was worth whatever it took. The only way to get the Sheikh was to put Salem back in with him. They still trusted him. The Sheikh and his followers were preparing for holy war. They think we're the devil. They want to destroy our society. Period.
There. What do you think of that? Beautiful. I have a friend in the Sudanese embassy. He can get us license plates to get in. Boom.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
We should use code words. For United Nations, how about big house?
The big house. Allahu Akbar.
And the bomb. Let's call it groceries. And we will do more. The Federal Plaza with the FBI offices, the tunnels to New Jersey.
Why not? Have you spoken to Sheikh Omar about the big house?
That is not how he operates. You don't tell him what you are doing. You ask him what is allowed by Islamic law and what is forbidden. That is his rule.
Is the big house allowed?
It's not allowed. It's a must. It's a duty.
Can it be?
You don't believe me?
I would just feel better if I heard him say it himself.
I had to stick chewing gum over the red light in this briefcase. You call this a hidden tape recorder?
Oh, I'm sure you'll be billing us for the gum. Tapes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Peace be upon you, Ya Sheikh. I wish to talk with you. I never forget how you told me how I wasted my years in Egypt. I wish to please God, and I wish to give to you my allegiance unto death. How can I do this?
May God correct your ways.
And may Allah bless you, Ya Sheikh.
God help you redeem.
Alhamdulillah.
Sit.
Siddiq and I are trying to do a job. If God is willing, it will be a great deed, but I must know if it is allowed. In regards to the United Nations, do we consider it the house of the devil? Because my blow against it will be devastating, not a screw-up like the Trade Center job. We are planning something that will bring it upside down. But I must know if this is allowed or forbidden.
It is not forbidden. However, it will be bad for Muslims.
So, we do it or
no?
Forget it.
Find a plan. Find a plan to inflict the damage on the American army itself. But the United Nations would harm Muslims tremendously. Because the United Nations will be considered the center for peace. And the Muslims would be considered against peace.
Well, Siddiq suggested that the second target would be the FBI office in the Federal Plaza. What do you think of this one?
Wait for a while. We will talk about this later.
But we are prepared for this thing now, Ya Sheikh.
Never mind. Slow down. The man who killed Kennedy was trained for 3 years.
Ramzi Youssef walked into the country last September asking for political asylum, walked out again a few hours after the explosion. His fingerprints are all over the bomb factory.
Another beautiful job by the INS.
Caught his buddy Ajaj on the way in. He was in jail when the bomb went off, but he conspired with Youssef on the phone.
So they managed to catch somebody who was in their own jail. What about Youssef?
The State Department has posted a $2 million reward, publicized it on matchbooks all over the Middle East.
Matchbooks?
They smoke a lot over there.
Any relationship between the Sheikh and Youssef?
Nothing firm. No, we don't know where Youssef came from. We don't know who sent him. All we know is that he blew up the World Trade Center. Now, how's your man Salem doing?
You have the transcripts?
What is he up to with them now?
Working out a plan to bomb the Holland Tunnel.
Where will we put the groceries?
In the center. 2 cars go in. They stop. The driver of the car that carries the groceries gets out and leaves with the other car.
How long will the timer be?
3 minutes. Enough time for our people to get out. Not enough time for a tow truck to come and remove the car. There. You see it? The blue line. That is the center. Water will be going everywhere. No trucks will be able to get to the city. It will destroy the economy of New York. The World Trade Center was nothing by comparison. A scratch.
The Empire State Building, Lincoln Tunnel, Grand Central Station, the Federal Building.
Good God.
But now we had the tapes. We'd been grasping at straws, but now we had the evidence we needed.
Brother Salem rented this place for us. He used the name Yahud Arad.
A Jew. That's good. Let them think the Jews did it. Or the Mafia.
Distraction and deception, they are the key.
Have you spoke to the Sheikh yet about your plans? Or is it allowed or prohibited? Look, I'm trying to get to paradise here, brothers.
The Sheikh said we must go slowly.
But he told us to go.
What are your targets?
You can speak, brother. I checked the place for bugs myself.
It is better to be cautious. Surveillance is always possible.
It's good. Very good.
We will shake the thrones of the tyrants here.
So many targets.
All on the same day. 5 minutes apart. It will drive the world crazy. Boom. After 5 minutes, boom. The people will think there is nothing more, and then boom!
This is an outrage. You are agents of Satan. God will win.
A bit. This is a little much.
All right. From a camera in the ceiling, you've got the whole party. Great.
Finally, I can't believe this.
We're not done yet.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Sheikh Omar Abdel Rahman. Sheikh Abdel Rahman, you are under arrest.
Fight for you, Sheikh! No, this is not the day.
You have the right to remain silent. If you do not remain silent, anything you say may be used against you.
No, this is a holy man. You cannot take this. This is a religious man. This is a place of worship.
Maybe we'll put these terrorists in jail. But others will come here and take their place. I mean, that's what this country's all about, isn't it? Land of opportunity. Now we can't build a bubble around it.
John, let's get back to what we were talking about.
We can throw more agents at it, put more funding on it, but when push comes to shove, it's just so easy. This isn't over.
Next time, we'll bring them both down.